Hi, my name is Sarah Morales. I'm from Maryland. I'm married. I have one daughter who's about to turn 2. I studied abroad in Chile and I've been to other countries in Latin America. I received a bachelor's from Messiah College in Spanish with a K-12 Spanish teaching certification and an English to speakers of other language teacher certification. And I work at a high school in Hagerstown, Maryland. In terms of the mindsets, I definitely agreed. One that I struggled with is sometimes being discouraged and holding myself to an impossibly high standard rather than learning from failures or from mistakes and moving forward in a positive direction. In terms of the dispositions, I think definitely, they're all important. The one that I've seen done very well in my building is my principal is very, very confident and very decisive. He is very much a take charge kind of person, and I think the students and the staff really respect him for that. In terms of practices, focusing and prioritizing as well as examining feedback and data, I think those go together. There's so much data and so many new programs, so much new technology. You have to be careful that you don't get overwhelmed with all the information that's out there. You have to pick a few things to work on maybe each school year. And then emotional intelligence, definitely agree that's also important for any job that involves working with the public. In terms of principles, I think the public interest ahead of self, you need to balance your own health and well being with the interest of the community. But obviously, you should not be selfishly, um, trying to forward your own interest, your own political aspirations, for example. And the second half of the principles, definitely with recognizing talent and hard work among your staff, you need to make sure that you are acknowledging everybody and making sure that the recognition is fairly distributed, or else you will have some resentment. And then a critique of my current practices would be that I definitely need to work on having happiness as a decision, and I need to be more assertive and more decisive, especially within my classroom. Sometimes working with high school students, they can kind of manipulate me or wear me down a little bit on some of my classroom management policies, but that's always negative for learning. So, definitely learning to be more assertive and more decisive. And with focusing and prioritizing, I need to make sure that I don't, like I said, get distracted by all the new information, the new ideas, programs, blogs. There's so much out there to learn about. But sometimes I can get a little bit sidetracked from my main learning objectives. And emotional intelligence, I'm 27. I have a hard time sometimes dealing with hard conversations because I don't feel like I always know what to say or like I have the life experience to really give good answers to people who are going through difficult times. So hopefully I will continue to grow in that as well. And I think I'm a very principled person, um, but maybe personal courage, I could continue to grow in that. And here's my standards statement about how the assignment was related to our standard for the week. And here's my reference page.